Hey, what's up, my upper echelonians? Y'all hit that like button for me. And hit that subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We about to get into this Errol Spence Media Day, man. The big fish is massive, man. Y'all hit them likes. Alright, thank you. Because them likes, they help me push the content to more people. So, I spend my time trying to make these nice videos for y'all. And, all I ask is you hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And peace and blessings to you and your families. But yeah, this is Errol Spence, his media day. He looking like a titan right now. And this is one of the best training camps he's done had. He didn't have to have a fat camp. He had good strength and conditioning. His nutritionist got him on point. You see, he was drinking plenty of fluids while Terrence Crawford was sitting there dehydrating and getting sweat trying to cut the rest of his weight. But I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to let y'all see how Errol do it. And we about to make it rock and do what it do. This your boy Upper Echelon. Let's get it. This is a fair use videos for education and entertainment purposes only. You get Jaws out there. Now you think it's safe. No, Jaws ain't the epitome of greatness. There's something out there much bigger. Yes, you got it. And here comes Superbud. Come through and snatch it up. All is well in the world, right? Or wrong. You forget the Megalodon. Bud might have caught Jaws in the ichthyosaur, but he ain't ready for the Megalodon. And that's the big Spence, the Megalodon. Matter of fact, he ain't even a Megalodon. Errol Spence is the biggest. How can you measure what ain't been measured before? Captain Ahab reaching out fishing. You gonna catch something that you ain't mean to catch right there, because you can't catch the uncatchable, the Leviathan. Errol, the true Spence, strap season, Mandown, smoking on Bud tour. Errol, they say you just a basic come forward flat-footed fighter. They said Crawford's gonna beat you. Now that you done beat Crawford and destroyed him, what the haters gotta say now, Earl?
You can do it, Sword. I defeat the real champion.
Where's the stretcher? Somebody sent for us in.
What started out as a joke has turned out to be a disaster.
Creed appears to be in very serious condition.
The men alive.
Crawford's in serious condition. You heard him worse than Kilbrook and Ugas combined.
If he dies, he dies.
Inside the dressing rooms.
Would you care to comment on how you plan to fight?
Terrence Crawford.
What's your strategy?
Don't need any.
Terrence Crawford.
Predictable and stupid. The man comes straight ahead. He's tailor-made for me, and he's gonna get hurt.
What's your prediction for the fight then?
Prediction?
Yes, prediction.
Pain.
All of a sudden, I make that transition to become a man, and then I start sparring with a man that I feel like is a man, and that's Spence. The man hit hard. He did hard as I've ever hit in my life. The man trained aggressively. I can't look at him slack because I'm gonna be wiped out.
What's up, my people? Hopefully y'all smash that like, but let's get into it. Y'all see how Errol is measured and controlled. He already did that pad work, and that pad work, they don't waste movements. Terrence Crawford did a 45-minute workout, and he was cutting weight. He had a lot of sweat. He was drenched, and he looked sharp. He had a nice, hard, stiff jab, and he had great movement on his toes. But Errol, you see, he was focused, laser sharp, intent. And he was beating them that heavy bag. It sounded like bullets when he was hitting that bag. And he was digging in with it. And the funny thing about it, Errol wasn't even hit with about 55, maybe 60% of his power. They didn't want to show too much because they waiting for the showtime. Errol's been waiting for this fight for over 5 years. A car accident, eye surgery, and all the ridicule and stuff that they have given him. But Derek James, if you notice, is a much different trainer from Bomac. When they was in there doing the pads, notice how Derek James was stepping and having Errol hit with angles. He was giving him different angles. He gave him southpaw. He gave him orthodox. Earl was switching. And notice when Derrick James stepped to him, Earl stepped back. When Derrick James stepped back, Earl stepped to him. When Derrick stepped to the left, Earl stepped to the right. See, that's the thing about Errol Spence. He has some of the best and underrated footwork in the game. Errol Spence is a mirror. Whatever you do, he's going to mirror that, and he's going to keep that same distance. He's going to keep you within striking difference. What Terrence Crawford is going to have to try to figure out is how to get a little bit more separation so he can have Earl in that mid-range where he can fire off his shots. But one thing I do know, they working on a jab over there at the Crawford camp. But I'm going to tell you like this, that hard, stiff jab they was throwing, it ain't too many rounds he's going to be able to throw that right there, because loading up with that jab is going to take some stamina and it's going to take power. And you got to realize he's set up on his toes. That's going to last for maybe 2-3 rounds. He hasn't did it in 5 fights. So ain't no use in him trying to do it in this fight right here, because he's going to gas himself out. And see, the thing that people don't understand, that I keep trying to say, body has muscle memory. When Terrence Crawford gets hit, that new stuff that they're working on is going out the window. And one thing about Bud, he has a chip on his shoulder. And see, you can already tell for the whole media extravaganza through the whole build-up of the fight. Earl is a solid apex predator. He knows he's the man. So Earl doesn't have to prove it. He lets his presence speaks. When Earl comes in the room, you know he's in the room. His presence and his aura is that big. It speaks for itself. Now with Bud, Bud's like a bully, and Bud needs validation and confirmation from everybody he's around. Bud needs you to yes him, and assuage his ego. Like, he has to be pumped up. Like, he has a lot of yes men around here just kissing his ass and everything, while Earl, he has people that's solid, that's gonna tell him what's real. I mean, that's how you gotta have it. Don't nobody want a bunch of yes men around them, but if they just happy to be there. That's the way Terrence Crawford and his camp acting, like they just happy to be there.
And all of a sudden, I make that transition to become a man, and then I'll start sparring with a man that I feel like is a man, and that's Spence. The man hit hard. He hit hard as I've ever hit in my life. The man trained aggressively. I can't look at him and slap, because I'm going to be wiped out.
Earl is the real, and that's all I'm gonna say. It's big fish season. It's man down, and it's time for me to get hyped and let y'all know what's going down. The way I started the thing is the way I'm about to finish it. Earl been sitting there. All his rage has been bottled up and boiling for the last 5 years. He had to take all this crap in the damn negotiations just to get this man to this point. And now that he's on the verge of finally getting Bud to step into this ring, Earl is on the brim of bursting, but he's holding it in. You can see the unbridled rage and the strength and the way that he beat that heavy bag. Like that heavy bag was Bud's ribs getting broke, but he wasn't even showing Bud full power because he don't want to scare the coward. The only reason the man took the fight is because his daughter and his kids kept asking him why was he ducking Spence. I did a video on it. The man had to be pressured by his wife, his kids, his family, and he couldn't look like a punk in front of them, so he had to take the fight. And so yeah, they over here acting all nonchalant, talking about the fight ain't that big. This is the biggest fight you will ever be in. And it's because Errol Spence took the time and the patience to deal with your diva ass and take your silly ass demands so he could make a fight. And yes, he made the fight. And yes, your mouth has cost you a check, and he's about to cash it on the 29th. He's coming from the word go. This man don't want to fill out round. This man don't want to know nothing. He's coming straight to you. He's coming to beat, batter, bruise, and destroy you. He's coming to get in your soul, and he's going to try to snatch it out, stomp on it, and hit you with everything and beat you within an inch of your life. He said he's going to beat you to death. Yes, that's the word, but he's going to do it literally. Terrence Crawford, you may have got the biggest check, but you going to really pay for it. You might get to enjoy it after a couple weeks or months. Your Davis Ugas got the check, but you see what he said. He said his eye bled for weeks, and that's the type of injuries and pain that Earl inflicts on the opponent. And you just see the cushion of it. And this man's had the best training camp ever. He was drinking fluids during training camp. The man was 8 to 10 pounds away from his target weight. Earl Errol is in perfect physical condition. He has the sharpness of 1,000. He's locked in, laser focused. Derrick James and him ironed out all the wrinkles. The only wrinkle that's left is you getting on the floor and laying flat out. And he's going to permanent press you, dog. He's going to put it down on you. And all you Bud fans running around here acting crazy and how shit did he, it's going down the 29th. And I got a video with all y'all lame, silly, dumbass comments that I'm going to post right after the video, after the fight, so y'all can see how dumb y'all ass looked on the video. But this your boy Upper Echelon. If you subscribe, I appreciate it. If you're not, hit the subscribe button and hit the like and the share. It's your boy and I'm out of here.